Hey, it's Parmdeep Vadesha here, and I'm with Kieran and Tona. So, Kieran.
Hi guys.
We're in Birkenhead.
We are lovely Birkenhead.
It's nice. It's a great day to be doing some filming. And I heard about a deal that Kieran's done, and I thought I've got to share this with you. Kieran did a deal that took him one day to put together. It's going to take him 4.5 weeks of putting this property into an auction, and for a day's worth of work, he's going to walk away with about 20 grand.
Fingers crossed.
So 20k's profit for a day's worth of work, I think, is pretty good going. So what I thought is we'll go to the property. Kieran's going to tell you a bit about what he's done, how he found the property, and how the whole deal came about. Now, Kieran, just to kind of make it clear for someone watching this video, did you put a lot of money into this deal?
Not a lot. I bought this on an assisted sale, an option agreement. Other than my legal fees and the vendor's legal fees, it's cost me about £1,200.
Wow, so £1,200 turning it into 20.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. Now, you've only done, literally, was actually a day's work. Is that how much you had to put into it?
All in all, I've been back and forth with the vendor a few times, sort of initially building rapport and getting some paperwork signed, helping him out with the legal side of things, but it won't amount to more than probably 8 hours work in total.
Not bad for 8 hours worth of work, is it?
Not bad.
It's not a bad one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the house, and I'm going to ask Kieran some questions about how you found the deal and how you negotiated it and all that type of thing.
Happy to share.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Kieran. So should we go and make our way inside and let's talk a bit more about the property? So tell me a bit about how you managed to find this deal, because I think that's the big thing for someone just starting out in property, or even those who are experienced, because I think assisted sale is a bit of a buzzword now. People are going around saying assisted sale, you can do this, and you can make a lot of money, but to actually hear from someone who's done it, I think it'd be nice to know the steps. So how did this deal come about? How did you find it?
Okay, I started off putting together a leaflet sourcing normal BMD property. It was one we did on the first session of the TMA. And I've got out there and put my leaflet out and about around Birkenhead. Did a lot of it myself, my first drop. Now I've got a guy who I regularly use to sort of deliver leaflets in the area. Like I say, the leaflet was initially sourcing BMV property, and it's the same leaflet I've used since August last year, and I seem to get a very good response with it, so I haven't changed it yet.
Perfect.
Like I say, that leaflet got me this lead, and the guy actually lives on the other side of town in an area that I don't actually leaflet in. Somebody had actually physically passed in the leaflet, and so he picked up the phone and gave me a call. He'd had the property on the market for about 18 months, just over maybe 2 years, and the agent wasn't really doing much or making much of an effort to sell it for him, so he was pretty fed up. He's an elderly gentleman. His wife unfortunately died a couple of years ago, and he's moved out of the property, and he just wants it off his hands, and somebody else to sort of deal with it and get him a good price for it.
So that's really what an assisted sale is all about, isn't it? Because you're going in there and you're, like Hanif likes to say, a souped up estate agent.
Yeah.
You're going to go in there, you're going to market it better, you're going to package it better for someone. Because I know you're going to put it through an auction, aren't you? So that's a better route to get the price that you want.
I am, yeah. When I initially spoke to him, he was happy to take a straightforward cash sale of 52 grand, believe it or not. And for me, myself, if we'd gone down that route, I wouldn't have been in a position to buy it because of other things we've got going on at the moment. So I put an offer back to him of, if I could get you more for your property, would you be willing to be a bit more flexible and work with me to do that?
Right, okay.
So a little bit about the figures.
Go for it.
To share. So I've got an option on this property at 55,000. There's other comparables in the area selling for between 80 and 100 in sort of similar condition. So I'm pretty confident we can get ballpark 80 grand quite easily, even as it is. My initial thoughts were to come in. If we have a look around in a minute, you'll see it's all double glazed, central heating, the wiring's not too old. There's a small extension out back, so it literally just needs a lick of paint, carpets, and the kitchen's probably
Can I walk around?
The main big job. It's fairly small, but once we got the option signed and I came and looked into the property and a few quotes for the work done, I spoke to several agents at the moment about what's selling and what they do to help it sell. And the feedback from a lot of the agents was stuff's moving in this area a lot quicker if it needs a bit of work doing to it. So what I didn't want to do is to spend 5,000 on it and almost price myself out of the investor market and be limited to trying to sell to a first time buyer, especially the way things are at the moment with everyone struggling to get finance and worried about rates going up. So the route we're going to go down is we're going to put it into auction. The vendor's happy with that, as long as he gets what he's agreed out of it. Hopefully we should turn this around in about 4 weeks.
Brilliant. So it's going to go into an auction. We'll go to the living room and we can show a bit about how that looks. And so once it's sold, that's it. That's it. You've got your money on the once the person's completed from the auction, and that's it. That's the whole deal done. You don't need to worry about financing issues or the other problems you might have trying to sell through an estate agent.
No, we've used pretty much a standard sort of lease option agreement, tailored slightly because we're only holding it short term. And for that, I've paid the seller's legal fees and my legal fees, so we've both been legally represented. But other than that, I haven't had to get a mortgage, haven't had to put any finance in. By going down the auction route, we've got a fixed date. As long as we hit the reserve, we know we'll have a sale. So within, well, that'll be a month from when the option was agreed, so within 2 months, we're hopefully complete. He'll get his money, I'll get my money.
Brilliant.
And fingers crossed, it will all go smoothly.
It doesn't get any better than that. I think the traditional route that most people would be taking in a situation like this, just to kind of, if you're watching this and you're not sure what the alternative would be, most people would be looking at a deal like this. They'd actually buy it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
At 52, and then they'd put it back on the market and try and sell it for 80. What you've done is you mitigate the risk that what would happen if it doesn't sell or there's a problem, because you've not even bought it, so you've not had to get the mortgage, you've not had to put a deposit down, and have all those sorts of issues with the insurance and looking after it, because traditionally minded investors are very limited in what they can do. Now, a traditionally minded investor would have to put down, say, 20 grand to buy this, 15 grand. For only £1,200, you've managed to do the same thing. Yeah. So you can do maybe 10 times as many deals as the traditional investor would be able to do doing it traditionally. So I think that's a wonderful move, and I think the strategy works really well for you. I think you're going to make a ton of money, and I know you're doing another deal just down the road, aren't you? That's similar kind of thing. That's actually one we're putting money in and we're buying to hold. Oh, okay, right.
For my own portfolio, it's a 4-bed semi, which again for 65,000 it needs a lick of paint. That's all. And that'll rent for about £650 a month.
Really? That's really good. Good figures.
So yeah, it's good yield on that one. So
it's about 12% maybe, 13%, something like that.
Which is worth holding on to.
Good. So that's good. So one thing I'd love, I know you're going to be at the Underground Investor Summit on June the 25th and June the 26th. Would it be okay if you shared the leaflet that you used to find this deal at the summit? Brilliant. So Kieran's going to be there at the summit. He's going to be sharing the exact leaflet that he used to find this deal, which is going to make him £20,000 for a day's worth of work. You've got to be there, make sure you get hold of this leaflet. Talk to Kieran on it. You're there for the whole weekend. Yeah. Find out what Kieran's doing, how he's doing his deals. What's in the future for you then? Where do you see yourself going?
I still plan to keep growing my own portfolio. I'm up to 5 now. I've got another deal going on as well at the moment. We're trying to sort of buy portfolio of properties. Hopefully that'll be done by the Investor Summit, because it's been dragging on a while. My plan now is to sort of slowly keep adding, but also start doing more of these types of deals, flipping property on for short-term profit and cash flow, so I can build up my capital to be purchasing stuff long-term as well. Good, well then. I'll catch you at the Underground Investors Summit on June the 25th and 26th, and if you have any questions, please make sure you drop us an email or come onto our Facebook page, or if there's a sort of comments sort of box, I think there should be a space for comments underneath the video. You can put them below, and Kieran, if you're online, by all means, Kieran will be online and you can answer some of your questions about this particular deal. So thanks for watching, and catch up with you soon. Cool.